Hi guys, this is going to be a retake of number 2, part 2 for the boat fleet. Okay, so right now, basically what they're doing right now, the manager, I should say, is actually setting up the logistics for this corporation. And it's going to be a fancy corporation, it's going to be legit. They are going to produce uh, fishing results, so they're going to go out and actually do catch a fish or whatever they're going to go fish out there. But anyways, they're retrofitting of the boats is going good. They got trusted welders, trusted ship builders, and they're going to pull it off. They're actually going to pull it off. They're actually going to be incognito on the actual the retrofitting of these actual fishing vessels, and you know, and I assume that the price was right. The price was right for in order for the actual shipyard, the subcontractors, and the actual labor. They're very, very talented, and they most likely come from an how to say it, a criminal aspect. They're going to come in at it, so they're gonna be they have a little thug in them. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna honor their secrecy. They're not gonna reveal anything, and the ships are gonna start working, and they start working these ships like any other vessel. You know what I mean? Every time your boat is docked, you're losing money. And you have to have that perfect crew in order to pull this off. You can't have any kind of disgruntles. You cannot have any kind of animosity. You cannot have any kind of negative uh, actual attitude when you're pulling this actual operation off. Because with one call, that's all it takes. And it happens a lot, and it happens with greed, and it happens with people not being happy, people not being taken care of. But obviously and apparently this is actually pulling off pretty good. So that task is done. So now they want to move up into a penthouse size actual office, corporate office, and it's going to have all the amenities of an actual penthouse, but it's going to be a corporate office, and it's going to have separate individual rooms. And actually, the manager is setting us up, but also the main guy, Mr. X, he is the one that's actually going to be up there overviewing the entire operation. Well, the last end, I should say. Okay, and here's a quick piece uh, of the plot to go into this actual operation. Now, the actual uh, the actual office is actually leased now, and of course, you go through your various contracts, and you got your delivered water, you got your delivered coffee, vending machines, maybe, or maybe some kind of a service where they provide snacks throughout the day, or even vending machines, right? So there you have it, and you have to have furniture. So you order, you actually contract a company, an office company, to come in, actually retrofit your entire office to your needs, to your office needs. And then you also have your IT department coming in and taking care of you also in that aspect. So we got the shipbuilding complete. That is already in place. As they buy more vessels, as they rotate more vessels in, they are going to start retrofitting all of them. And so as these ships are being retrofitted, you start handpicking these captains, and the captains have their own crew, and they're going to come in from the East Coast as for their experience and trust. So they're going to go about it in a non-traditional, from Latin America up through the Caribbean and into Florida. They're going to go around that. To tell you the truth, I don't remember how they actually transported it, but I believe the majority went through Mexico into the peninsula, the Cortez, and then actually coming in through the Pacific. And the logistics on that also has to be very, very, I should say, on the hush, because there's other elements that are actually working out of the San Diego area that would not like this type of operation being conducted without them getting a copy, without them getting a, not a copy, but without them getting an actual cut. And some organizations actually will tax you as you use their facilities. And the Pacific Ocean would be considered a organization's territory, and organizations, uh, how do you say, they will take royalties on facilitating you through water, believe it or not, or a tunnel or through land. They're going to tax you, and it's not going to be cheap. And if they see that you're actually being successful, that's where greed falls in, and that's where people start to have problems. So they're actually starting to actually start fishing, start bringing in their actual their product into the actual San Diego Bay. Okay, this concludes our first. Actually, this is our second. So our third should be coming out here pretty soon. All right, thanks, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe.